Welcome viewers to the Oklahoman's Parties Extra. Lisa Reed, Executive Director of the Oklahoma City Orchestra League, and Mark Taylor, Show House Designer Liaison, are on camera today to talk about the 47th Annual Symphony Show House. Hello to all of you and to our producer, Paige Dillon.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
So you all were happy that the show house is ready to go. So Lisa, tell us where it's located and when you will open.
We're so excited that we actually get to open our doors socially distanced style, of course, and following CDC guidelines on June 13th, and we'll run through the 28th. This year's show house is located on the edge of Nichols Hills at 2737 Guilford Lane. It's basically kind of off of Britton and May. It's an almost 8,000 square foot home, kind of a Hollywood Hills style. Surrounds a pool. It's glass, it's stone, it's modern. It's just absolutely beautiful. It has 9 bathrooms and 5 bedrooms and a number of living areas, a complete and total guest house that's attached to the house. And our designers have absolutely outdone themselves this year.
Well, and you have other health and safety precautions in place, I think, don't you? You have early visitors at risk, people coming in?
Yes. So our hours will be our traditional hours, which are 11 in the morning to 7 at night. But our first hour will be reserved for people who consider themselves to be at greatest risk. And so we'll, have fewer people there. We won't be operating with our whole crew of volunteers like we usually do. It'll be more of a skeleton crew. And we're doing as much in terms of touchless transactions as we possibly can. So we hope that everybody will buy their tickets in advance so that they don't have to do any kind of exchanges or transactions at the door.
It's kind of amazing that you're doing this. I just love it. So
we started
Mark,
doing the math and we could meet the social distance guidelines in 8,000 square feet pretty easily.
That's amazing. Well, Mark, there's a theme for the house. So tell us a little bit about some of the areas and just kind of what it looks like.
Well, I think, like Lisa said, it's extremely modern construction, and there's a lot of hard surface in a building like that. Really beautiful concrete floors in the whole first floor, and they're just done in a lovely color, and a lot of steel and a lot of glass. And so then what we've done is the designers have come in with a lot of textural additions in the upholstery and draperies and wonderful pillows and things that just add the softness that it needs, and some awesome wall finishes in various areas that I think some of the best we've ever seen. Really, they're just wonderful. And I would say thematically, because this whole thing centers around this glorious pool. It's multi-levels and fountains, and it's just got a very peaceful feel because there's so much glass and so much natural light in almost every room of the house that we didn't even talk about this happening, but it seems like most designers kind of played off of that feel of the blue of the water, and we brought that into the house so that there's just a soothing, peaceful feel, and it's really one of the more cohesive show homes that we've had since I've been involved, where the rooms just flow very well from one to the other.
And all the colors kind of go together too.
Yes, they really do. It's amazing.
So you're going to have. You all want to list the designers? You want to tell who the designers are?
Sure, I would love to share them. So we have Adorn, Amini's Galleria, Bob Mills Furniture, Calvert's Plants Interiors, Carts Interiors, Castle Rock Granite, Cindy Raby Interiors, The Enchanted Cottage, Johnson Manor Interior Design, K&N Interior Fabrics, Henry Home Interiors, Leslie Lynch Designs, Lorick Ranch Home Furnishings, Mathis Design Studio, Mr. Robert Fine Furniture and Design, Norwalk Design, Paint Inspirations, OTW Interiors and Suburban Contemporary Furniture, Tin Lizzie's Traditions Fine Furniture and Design, and Winter House Interiors. They all joined us and have just done a stunning job through a very unusual set of
35
circumstances.
designers in 25 areas. Is that right? Okay. Good.
True. Yes.
So,
exactly.
and you all have a boutique pop-up
We
shop?
do.
Tell us
So
about that.
we have a boutique in the garage in the adjacent den. So cash and carry items. People fall in love with it. They can walk away with it. They can, of course, buy any of the designer items that are for sale in the house. They can come back and get those after we close the house. And then we'll have a pop-up shop in the pantry. That one is Linda Savage Art. And then we have the Black Scintilla in our master closet. So you can come buy gifts and clothing and shop for yourself there. And then just today we confirmed that Tin Lizzie's is also going to do a pop-up shop for us outside with some outdoor home decor. So that'll be a really fun addition around the pool.
You all sounds normal and happy and a wonderful house. You all
Well, we've
been
had to-
ready for a while, too.
We've
Yeah,
had to
been
figure
ready.
out ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had to figure out ways to adjust. And, you know, since our Philharmonic isn't holding concerts right now, they are going to spend a little bit of extra time on the Symphony Show House, and they have put together a new premium experience. So we'll be shooting some video footage on Tuesday, where if guests want to, if they can't come and join us at the house, they can log into an online experience. And if they love the house so much, they just want more of it, they can upgrade to the premium experience and watch the video from home. So we've looked at a lot of other examples around the country and how they're adapting during this time. And we hope that we are kind of on the cutting edge.
You are setting the trend, I think.
We hope.
Okay, so how about volunteers in all the rooms? Mark, do we have them coming in or what?
Well, we're going to scale it back a bit because we want to have the maximum number of folks touring that we can, and so our per square footage number of people will be increased by having fewer volunteers, as Lisa said. So, but we're excited about the ones that are going to be a part of it, and we're going to have people in key areas, maybe some different folks that then have been in previous years that I think I'm going to be really excited about. Some participants from our Philharmonic family, and so I think that it's going to be good. It's going to be a good thing.
Who's the chairman this year?
Julia Hunt, our past president, is our chairperson this year, and then Mark is our designer liaison. Tuesday Faye with Bob Mills is our designer chair. So we are so fortunate to have them. They just kept everything moving when things weren't so simple.
So to advertise, be a sponsor, get information, tickets, where do we go?
You can visit the Philharmonic's website for tickets, okcphil.org. Click on Symphony Show House and it'll take you right to the link to buy tickets or join us as a sponsor.
And you always have great stories that you all go through during the show house times. I don't know, you've had some very interesting things happen. One, I think you had a bird this year roaming around, and I don't know what all goes on over there.
Yeah. Well, you know what? One of the things I wanted to say, just getting back to the designers, is we had a great time because this show house, we actually put it together, the majority of it, by the 1st of April. And that was right as the whole COVID thing was coming into fruition. And we had to be extremely careful. We were very socially distanced and all that, but there was a tremendous bond between the designers that was just made it fun. It's like we're like I said in another interview, we're just showing that Oklahoma spirit of we are get it done people, and we're going to turn this tragedy into something beautiful that we can share with our city. And so we just had that kind of experience jointly as designers, and I hope that translates to the public when they go through.
That's kind of amazing. You've been ready to go for a while. You've been ready to open.
Helen, I think with the bird in the house and the past things that we've had, like flooding and cranes stuck in the yard and all that kind of stuff, there's nothing that trumps a global pandemic. Like this is this is it for us.
Now this house has a little history, I think. Has it always been there, or tell us about that?
It's been there since the 90s. It was custom built. It was very colorful and eclectic, but sadly it burned. And so A-List Construction purchased it, and they basically took it down to the studs. They were able to preserve some of the interesting characteristics of the house, like the big wooden beams and some of the steel and everything. And they completely redid it. It is listed with Wyatt Poindexter of Keller Williams, luxury homes. And the list price is $3.25 million. So it can be yours for just a little over $3 million.
And everyone wants to see a $3 million home. So I think you'll have lots of people coming through for sure.
Definitely.
So, and how's the parking?
So the street parking this year, we are going to get possibly a lot across the street that's going to help us out a little bit. But we do encourage people, if they are able to ride in the car with other people, if they live with them and don't have to social distance from them, we would certainly encourage carpooling, because it'll mostly just be street parking. But it's on a corner, and so there's plenty of road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is.
How about masks? Will you be wearing masks?
We'll wait until the house opens for sure to see if there's any change in the CDC guidelines, but we're not anticipating any changes. So yes, anyone who is staffing the house will be wearing masks, and we will be asking our guests to do the same. We'll have some on hand if people forget theirs, and we can offer them some disposable ones.
Tell us a little bit. There's a basketball court. We didn't talk about the basketball court. So tell us about that, Mark.
Oh, well, the outside, the lot is a very large lot. And so there's, I think it's a half-court basketball court out there beside the pool. And Amini's has brought some fun things in there. For example, a outdoor ping pong table that you can leave out all the time. And so that's in the yard over next to basketball, and some lovely seating areas. So it's a great place to have fun and have a party. So wish we could have parties.
Parties would be good. How about the kitchen? Is the kitchen beautiful?
It is beautiful. It's very unique, very, very contemporary, but a very warm feel in the cabinets, almost like I forgot the name of the wood now. But
like zebra wood or
like
something?
A zebra wood, yeah, thank you. Like a zebra wood. And then a huge island and beautiful appliances that Expressions Home Gallery brought in for us. And it would be a very functional kitchen and one that would be awesome for entertaining.
It has a really unique feature. It has a breakfast pit, is what we call it. It is a sunken breakfast area that's about 4 or 5 feet lower than the rest of the kitchen, and it is completely surrounded on one side by a view of the pool. Yeah. So we speculated whether or not that needed to become a giant hot tub or maybe a ball pit, but it turns out that is a beautiful place for enjoying your morning coffee or maybe having a happy hour thanks to Winter House Interiors.
That is awesome.
Yeah, well, another unique thing about the kitchen too is that that instead of your traditional backsplash, the backsplash of the kitchen is glass that looks out to the yard. So you can literally look out from any of your counters over. And I was there with another volunteer earlier today, and she said, "Oh, this would be so wonderful if you're a mom, because you can work in your kitchen, and have eyes on your kids the whole time out in the yard." So,
and there's some spectacular bedrooms, I think, too, aren't there? Upstairs? Are they upstairs?
There are a number of bedrooms, and one of the nice things in this home is that every one of them just about have a private bath or a semi-private bath. And they're nice size and beautiful, and even the upstairs, a lot of it overlooks the views or overlooks the pool. One spectacular room that Norwalk did we call it the tree house, because you go upstairs and it's surrounded by trees and by large windows. It's just a beautiful place to hang out.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think everybody's going to be really happy with this house for sure. Okay, so anything else you all want to say about any of the rooms or anything? Lisa?
No, just as you know, it's the 47th one, and it's not just a fun project. It's also a charitable one that does a lot of good and helps us reach lots of people through the Oklahoma City Philharmonic's music education and community engagement project. So we are grateful for everyone who makes this possible and everybody who joins us and helps us raise some money for our beloved Philharmonic.
Okay, Mark, anything else you want to say about
Well,
those?
just might remind people there are ticket outlets all around the city at some of our various furniture stores that are involved, from I think Mr. Robert in Norman, Henry Home in Norman, just Norwalk, Mathis Brothers, of course, Traditions in Edmond. And so there's a lot of places all over the city where people could get their tickets, and as well as online.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Lisa and Mark, thanks for taking the time to tell us about the Symphony Show House. We are happy that this great Oklahoma City tradition continues. You all have been at it since 1973. Viewers, drop by this beautiful home, get great ideas for decorating. Let's support this wonderful fundraiser. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ellen. Good to see you.